for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Broncos nothing. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third down.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Mayfield to throw it this time. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Play action, Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down, Mayfield. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Denver.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
11.
Mike 4. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the shot.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, Mayfield. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On on second down. It's Cohen, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's good.
A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Graham's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Show it up. Show it up. 12. Check 24. 21. Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for John Brown.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for John Brown. Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Forbath will put this one through.
Good.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
21. 13.
Watch out. Rush in.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Mayfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jefferson.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, Mayfield gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd down and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that just...
Now Mayfield lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Yeldon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
I got this.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time.
Here we go.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's Garoppolo to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got 21.
You ain't doing nothing today.
21.
No.
Lock.
Switch.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And able to find Graham, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jimmy Graham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the two-point try. Garoppolo again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
56 to Mark, boy. 56.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. First down, Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now in Foxborough. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Patriots 16.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Patriots 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
26,
They'll run again with Cannon. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is out quickly to the right, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Is good.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They try again with Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it are not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.